Hello guys, my name is Jana and I'm Bulgarian, and in this video I'd like to read to you a poem that I wrote in Bulgarian to commemorate the great Bulgarian poet Christo Botev, who is actually considered the greatest Bulgarian poet ever. Now, if you're an expat living in Bulgaria, or if you just happen to be in Bulgaria on the 2nd of June, you'd have heard sirens blasting in the city of Sofia everywhere, and actually possibly in every Bulgarian village, even in all Bulgarian towns on the 2nd of June, exactly at 12 o'clock, okay, we commemorate the deed of Christo Botev, who died at 28 in the year 1876. He tried to overthrow the Ottoman Empire with only 200 men, actually less than 200 men. They came on a ship on the Danube River. They disembarked, okay, on the what is today known as the Bulgarian bank of the Danube River. They put on their beautiful uniforms. They got their rifles. They kneeled down. They kissed the land that they wanted to free, actually, from the Ottoman Empire, and they went to the mountains and died. Most of them died, including their leader, Christo Botev, for the freedom of Bulgaria. Now, we Bulgarian people have had our national state for more than 150 years, and it's actually sometimes difficult to understand why a 20-year-old man in his prime time would go and die for something as abstract as freedom instead of actually trying to enjoy life. The more time passes, the more difficult it will be to understand, I suppose. This is why on the 2nd of June, okay, sirens are blasting all over the country of Bulgaria to commemorate the deed of Christo Botev and his men. This has been done since the year 1901. Now, many Bulgarian men, many revolutionaries died in those days for the freedom of Bulgaria. These were tumultuous times. These were the times when empires were disintegrating, while the Garibaldian spirit was everywhere in Europe. And Christo Botev wanted to free his land from the Ottoman Empire. These were really, really tumultuous and difficult times, and many men died in battle. Actually, the year 1876 was the year of the April Uprising, famous for the heroic deeds of many Bulgarian men and the massacres at the time. But what is special about Christo Botev is that he left 20 unsurpassable masterpieces, poetic masterpieces that actually belong to the world's poetic treasury. He left only 20 poems, which he wrote between the time he was a teenager, actually, nearly a teenager, and his later years. As I said, he died at only 28. But these poems are really incredibly strong. And as a Bulgarian, I'm very, very lucky to be able, and very happy to be able to read these poems in Bulgarian. Now, as we know, poetry is actually very, very hard to translate. It's very, very difficult to translate. Even if you're a genius, it would be difficult to translate the spirit of a poem. This is why I dared write a little poem to commemorate Christo Botev, so I can lift the curtain a little to show you the spirit, the Bulgarian spirit, our attitude towards this incredible national hero, who is among our most treasured, most cherished, worshipped national historical figures. Christo Botev is the name, again, who died at 28 in 1876, trying to overthrow the Ottoman Empire with less than 200 men. He was a dreamer, he was a revolutionary, and he was an incredibly talented poet. So here's this little poem that I wrote today in his memory. The poem is called The Poet's Words. And it sounds like that. They don't leave anything behind but words that rhyme, or maybe even not. But when you read, they choke your throat. And sometimes hurricanes are weak, An earthquake, a nasty shake, but storms are stirred in most idyllic lakes by words that softly leak the truth. The words remain robuster than the stone that built empires now all gone. More dangerous than guns that kill at war, a poet's honest word is stronger. I hope you, but I very much hope